anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense will come out first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get...
Fires one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Yeah, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, Jesse, you're going to find this guy on the outside. He can turn matchups into nightmares for the defenses. I think he'll be used early and often this week.
Yeah, so if I'm the quarterback, I want to get him going early, right? And maybe I'm calling some easy throws, some hitch routes, some slants. Just get him touches, get the juju going, get the focus and the rhythm locked in early in this one to make him a bigger part of our game plan today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
To the air, it's Bailey. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. looking to fire. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Carney. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Gives it on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Got a man, it's Carney. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Creates a little room. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Still running at the 35. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Hooks. good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Dotson. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Myers on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Handoff from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. High the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Carney. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets it.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
To throw, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Hooks. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. action.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man.
I tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carney. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. NC State going up tempo. The give on the inside. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Fresno State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're facing a third down. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Takes it from the gun on third down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pickoff! What a play to set him up! Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Duke.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line, they're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it their Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 25 over Fresno State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front in pass protection for that touchdown play.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Unloads quickly. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
Running to Green. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment.
Makes the grab along the right sideline for the huge gain. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
42-28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.